Hi, welcome to Spell a Day, where we cover a spell every single day, 365 of them, though there's 362 in the PHB. 3 of them are homebrew, one's already out, that's the +1, and today we are covering Eyebite. 6th level Necromancy, casting time of 1 action, range of self, components verbal thematic, duration concentration up to 1 minute. For the spell's duration, your eyes become an inky void imbued with dread power. One creature of your choice within 60 feet of you that you can see must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be affected by one of the following effects of your choice for the duration. On each of your turns until the spell ends, you can use your action to target another creature, but can't target a creature again if it has succeeded on a saving throw against their casting of Eyebite. Asleep, the target falls unconscious, it wakes up if it takes any damage, or if another creature uses its action to shake the sleeper awake. Panicked, the target's frightened of you. On each of its turns, the frightened creature must take the dash action and move away from you by the safest and shortest available route, unless there is nowhere to move. The target moves to a place at least 60 feet away from you, where it can no longer see you. This effect ends. Second, the target has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. At the end of each of its turns, it can make another wisdom saving throw if it succeeds. The spell ends. It's not good. It's not good. 6th level, action! Virtually 60 feet, you can only do this on yourself, because it's more you're giving yourself an ability, which is the way these spells initially set up casting-wise. Sleep spell, well, yes, sleep definitely gets way more inconsistent when you're fighting higher level or higher health things. So Eyebite having that save or suck, you're asleep, is alright, depending on your DC. Because this is a wisdom saving throw. And then if they take any damage, they wake up. Similar to sleep, and if a creature comes to help them, they wake up. Again, similar to sleep. It's just sleep, but now it's through a single save instead of a health pool. Which, I mean, that's the sole benefit of using the sleep option. Panicked. Well, you get the frightened condition benefits, as well as they have to use their turn to dash and move away. Also, even if they can't see you, if they're still within 60 feet, they can't drop it. The other issue, though, is if you are in an area with enough space for them to run away farther than that, there isn't even a save for them to try and avoid the frightened after. They just pass it. It just ends. Then sickened. Just kind of poisoned, but not actually poisoned. Disadvantage on all attack rolls and all ability checks until the end of its turn, where it makes a save. Oh, doesn't that suck? Can still be alright, but the main issue is the level it's at for what it's doing. Yeah, each of these things on their own can be pretty good, and some of them are mimicking other spells, which can be decent or not. Even after you cast it, you can only target one creature at a time. You still have to hold concentration, and all the effects can end. Some of them quite easy. Taking any damage, creature waking them up, they're up. Panicked, they get away from 60 feet of you and you're not in line of sight, it ends. Sickened, they just have to keep making the save. Likely going to finish at some point. Because yeah, you can use your action to target additional creatures on other rounds, but it's that you gotta wait. And even then, the effects you had previously on other creatures are likely to end before then. This is a 3rd level spell. 3rd level spell. If even then, because some of the abilities still don't add up to that, but 3rd level. This spell should be half its level, for still being concentration, still being a minute, and still not being able to retarget the same creature. Having to only be able to pick a creature, you're basically adding a buff to yourself to allow you to do this instead of casting it on them immediately. If this was instantaneous multi-target, and you had to pick one of those effects ahead of time, that'd be great. That would be great, and that would be worth 6th level. Not this. It's cool, it's thematic, inky black eyes. I still give this to some hags, but they're also generally lower level encounters anyway. 3 out of 10. No, 4 out of 10. It can still be useful. The sleep one, I mean, the sleep one's the most useful one. It's the sleep effects of sleep, but without hit point pool. Just a save, and you can keep retrying that. The others, not as much, but it can still prove some use. Again, it's just the level. And the concentration, it's not worth it for the level it's at. It does good things, but not at the level you're spending this on.